You see that?
No, I don't.
Damn. Yeah, dude. Popped up.
Hey, I think I'm on the right thing. What's going on? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Big Sarge, large and in charge of my one and only self, taking myself up off the shelf to explore my greatest eternal wealth. And hopefully you're doing the same thing for yourself. Y'all know what it is. It's Grunt Speak Grunt. Where we come through and we speak to you and you speak to us too. And we talk about some of the things that you've been going through. Now, if you don't represent that 11B or that 11 Charlie, I don't know, man. We're going to have to see if we let you part of the family. Now, I'm just joking with you, man. You can be part of the brigade, as we like to say, but being in the squad or the platoon, that's another thing. It's for another day. But I would like to give you a quick warning. This may not be for your kids, but your kids will be blessed by this. You just need to know there's going to be some choice words that's said in this conversation. So we want to just have a little bit of fun and talk to you today because it's been about 3 weeks since we've been away, and we are happy to be back. So we're going to get into that. We just going to have a little fun today, talk about some R&R, some relaxing, resting, and some questions that I have for you. That's what we're going to do. Whiskey Charlie, what you been up to?
What's up, Big Sarge? Hey, not a whole lot. As we always say in the military, living the dream, uh, doing living day by day, man. That's what I do, day by day. But the last couple of weeks that I haven't been here, had the old Thanksgiving. Got fat as shit, still fat as shit, but it ain't gonna fucking matter.
Got fat,
I ain't doing that.
been fat.
Being fat, it ain't gonna fucking matter. I don't give a hell. You know what? You know what? This dad bod is looking sexy and sexy every minute I do it, man. It's hard work. I'm telling you what, it's hard work to keep a dad body. It's easy to work, go ahead and get a regimen in and start working out. But I'm gonna tell you what, and then people always ask me, how do you get a dad bod? And I said, you know what? Whenever your daughters are not hungry anymore, guess what? You ain't gonna throw away that food. You ain't wasting that food. You just paid for it. So ain't no food going to waste in my house, man. Hey, and all those starving kids out in New Guinea, man, they ain't starving. Look, I ain't gonna disrespect people out there that's starving, man. Hey, look, you guys, I'm gonna eat all my shit and your shit, and baby girl, I'm gonna eat your shit too. Like, don't worry, I'll make
Wait,
room. I'm about to go here and
wait.
drop some shit off.
When you say baby girl, you gonna eat your shit? Are you talking about like your wife salad
My
shit? Or you
wife, yeah.
talking?
Hey, we're counting A to Z, bitch. It don't matter. Let's do this. Now, if we're getting into that conversation, sex actually burns out a lot of calories, and
Oh, absolutely.
I'm
Hey,
feeling kind of fluffy right now. So we'll just leave it right there at that, and I'll let you connect the dots and dot the i's with that fucking word.
what's going on, Sean? Welcome, brother. It's good to see you back tuning in. And my main man, McGinnis. What's been going on, brother? How you been? It's been a while since I talked to you or I seen you. I know I've been kind of disappeared on social media too. Got a little bit of things that I'm working on that I'm building and some shit that I've been going through. Like,
He's
I
been
will
watching a lot of
not lie to
porn.
you. No, man. Unfortunately, since we've been off for a few weeks, I haven't been getting the comments on YouTube page for all the porn sites you be watching from lovelongchina.com and all this other crazy shit. So we haven't been getting any of that. And that's pretty cool. I'm happy about that. But no, I ain't been watching no porn, man. I'm fortunate I don't have to do that. I got a lovely wife to help me with that. I'll be.
Oh, come on, bro. You're married. Yeah, I'm in the same situation. I'm pretty sure these other fellas watching this are in the same situation. Come on. You don't
I
gotta
don't know
lie.
what I don't know what situation that is. I am married, so that means I can get it when I want
No shit.
it. I'm
Tell
blessed.
me
Now
your secret. Tell me
my
your
wife not
secret.
gonna my wife not gonna come on here and confirm that for me, but hey, as long as I know it to be true, then that's all right. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not married and can't have sex. Then that's how people get divorced. You got to keep working at it, of course.
Get these
Nope.
hams warmed up right here.
Hey man,
Ah.
the last time that me and Palmella had a date was in 2017.
Oh Lord. We talk, we ain't talking about Africa, are we?
Anyhow, man, anyways, it's good to see your smiling face. And we're gonna get into this and we're gonna have a little fun today, man, and just catch up, see what you've been up to. How did the holiday treat you? Are you looking forward to the upcoming Christmas holiday? And how are you dealing with your feelings and your emotions in that way? Because I know something for me is gonna be real serious. One of my old hooligan buddies just posted some Algram, Mahia, Vollmer, and Jimmy, guys that we lost in Iraq back in '06, and we coming up on an anniversary in a couple of weeks. I want to say it's about 15 years now. Yeah, we're coming up on our anniversary right around December the 23rd. So damn, it seemed like the last time we did this, or I talked about this around Thanksgiving holiday, we were talking about losing loved ones because I lost a cousin around that same time. And then how does that affect your mind around this holiday time? And then are you excited about the holidays? Is Christmas different for you in this way? And then really just catch up to see what you've been up to, how you've been doing, how you're going through, and what are you looking to do in the 2022? And then I just have a variety of questions for you. So Whiskey Charlie, you know what we do. Hit me with that 1 minute win, that 1 minute war too. What's been going on with you?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh
Let's see here.
yeah,
Oh
let's go,
yeah.
girl.
Hey, look. Look. I would say my war would be. I always like starting off war because
Yeah,
it's not always as big as my wins. My wins, it always tops my wars, man. Hey,
I kind of
I catch those W's all the time. I don't catch many L's over this way, bro. I make
absolutely.
them
That's what's
W's.
up.
Yeah. So I would say my war would be is just it's my mindset, man. Mindset, of course, at work, and then of course coming up on the holidays and stuff like that, and making sure everything is all squared away, man. Trying to take care of my family, make sure coming around this time, man, it's real emotional when it comes to if you work retail or any kind of type. I can't just say retail, man. There's a lot of jobs out there that require you to be there at all times, and it's rough. And you want to do as much as you can for your family, and even so for some of your friends out there, that's really there beside you. So I think, and with that being said, it's one of those things that's just. I mean, I struggle at trying to break myself away from work because being retail wise, it's busy as fuck, man. And you try to do everything you can to you know
I'm ready.
we were kind of briefly talking about it right before this. What was those two P's that we mentioned that I tagged you in? What was that?
You talking about passion and purpose.
Yeah. So my
PP.
passion,
Pew
my
pew.
passion. I tell you what, I got multiple passions, right? And you can have multiple passions. I would believe you could have multiple passions, but your purpose is always usually just one. But my passion, man, usually is my family first, and then my work, man. I'm passionate about my family. I'm passionate about my work, but my purpose is, man, is just I feel like I'm out there to encourage others. My purpose in life is to encourage other and kind to keep people driving to do as well as I am, if not do better than what I do. So I think that my biggest struggle is just as my war would be is just trying to really drive my purpose, but also my passion in life. And my win is just, man, keep my head up and keep my head up, man. I try to put my head down at times, but I catch myself every time I go to put my head down. I just keep my head up and keep driving, man.
That's what's up. That's a good thing, man. My war, man. I think what I realized, what I've been warring over for me over a little bit of period of time, and this might blow people's mind, like giving too many shits about what people might think about me. I realize I carried some things from my younger age. I'm a nice guy. I like to make people have a good time. I like to encourage people, help people get through. But then I realized with the people that's close to you, you can give too many shits what they care about you. And I ain't talking about the people right here in my house. I'm talking about maybe the family that I was born into, not the family that I'd have created, or friends that you had from your past that you was close to, and you started to make changes, and people, try to judge you for who you are, and caring too much about that. But my win is saying, you know what, fuck people, fuck those people who
Yeah, buddy.
don't want to allow you to grow and do what you called to, because I understand that a lot of times in life we don't live the life that we want to live because we giving too many shits about what somebody else say. So my
Yeah,
win
bro.
is to say I ain't worried about what nobody else say. I got to do it the Big Sarge, Ethan Smith, aka Mr. Peen way, and I'm gonna do what God say, because what I've been doing, what God say, I've been blessing people every fucking day. So today I'm winning. I put up a
Hey,
Christmas tree last week. My wife almost fainted because I don't never put up the
duh,
damn Christmas tree.
duh.
So you
No,
know
that's what's up. I
that's
feel you on that. I feel
that's
you
my
on that
win,
one.
man. Getting back into my winning smile. You know, it feels good to be on the show tonight. It feels good to be free tonight. And man, it just fucking feels right. You know, we talked about purpose and passion in life. I can't
Yeah.
really tell you what I'm passionate about because my passion goes with my purpose. My passion is speaking and encouraging other people. I realize now that that's my purpose in life, to use my life stories to talk to people and help them get their life right so they can tell other people, you know what, the hell with you too if you don't want to see me truly make it through. So my passion and my purpose kind of coincide. So now I'm just ready to get on this journey and really take the ride. So I'm looking forward to big things in 2022. God willing to wake me up on that day, it's gonna be a whole new thing for my business and my mindset in that way. So I'm fucking winning today. I'm winning almost every day, but sometimes our mind and the enemy, the devil, whatever you want to call it, sometimes it can beat you down. Sometimes you find yourself having to have too many drinks, smoke too much weed, do whatever it is
What?
you do. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say too much weed. You can't smoke too much weed. You might eat too much food after smoking the weed, but that's a whole other story. But no,
Yeah.
it's things that we do that sometimes we do just to help us cope in order to get through. Maybe it's prescription pills and drugs for you. Maybe it's too much TV time. Maybe it's, you know, just sitting around losing your mind too. But you have to know that if you woke up today, there's a win for you. So yeah, man, I'm good. I'm having a great fucking day.
I could tell you something also that kind of correlates with that the whole thing, like we kind of touched on, and I mean this is be ongoing, but with the passionate and purpose, right? I feel like more people, if they know who you are, they'll know what your passion is more than what they know what your purpose is, right? Your
Absolutely.
purpose, of course, like you say, a lot of times your purpose will correlate, and I think when I posted this on my page, I had a homeboy that said that. They correlate with each other, which they do in certain extent to my opinion, to fucking Whiskey Charlie, they kind of do, but you also there is a breakaway on it. But if you're passionate about something, people will be able to speak on that because if you're passionate, people see that coming out of you every fucking day. See that coming out
Absolutely.
of you every day. So I'm gonna let you know this much. My homeboy Sean, that he's on here every show, right?
Yep.
My boy Sean Connor on here. I'm gonna let you know what this dude is
Sean
passionate about.
Connor.
Yeah, Sean Connor, like man, that name right there,
That's
that,
right.
that's a name right there. But I'm gonna
That's
tell
a
you,
name. That's almost as good as Ethan Smith, Sean.
Connor, yeah, right. But no, I can tell you what with knowing again, if I can speak for him, he's passionate about his work, he's passionate about his family, he's passionate about uh, moving up and whatever he does. Now his purpose. Now I can't put a pinpoint on it, but I can tell you this much: when it comes to his purpose, I would say that he's also similar to what me and you are as an encourager, as somebody to look up to, right? You're probably a lot of people would say that there's somebody to look up to, but you can really see who somebody is to look up to. Like for me, like when it comes to a purpose and what I do, I look at Big Sarge over here. You know, he's encouraged me. He's helped me drive to me who I was to come out here and speak out
100%.
and stuff like that over here in Grunt Speak. So uh, I definitely appreciate him for that. I mean, I feel like he's helped me guide me in that direction, and I think a purpose is something also that people out there help encouraging you by noticing uh, what uh, what abilities you have to help people out or help yourself out in the longer run.
Absolutely. 100%. And I definitely know, and we've talked about this too, you know, offline a few times. Like how you encourage me, because how you do with your family, that wasn't something that I always used to do. I talked about this on previous shows too. I was sweet in my military life, but my civilian life with my wife and my kids, I wasn't getting right. And to have myself around guys like you and those Shooter Six and Zuniga and a couple of other guys, Kibby, that was around in my mix, like it helped me shift my mind in a different way and get things on track and lined up. So man, your passion and your purpose, you'll be, once you discover what that is, and you'll find other people who knows what they're who's on the same path, on a mission of understanding what theirs is too. And then that helps shape, lead you, guide you, and mold you. If you were a person that don't have a clue what they want to do or where they want to go, you're gonna be lost too. So you have to find yourself a new crew. But
Exactly. Like you gotta understand. You gotta find the people that are looking for their. Oh, of course, that are on a passion about what they want to do in life, right? Not just people who just here just to live their life. Like, don't get wrong, you gotta live your life, but same thing. You gotta have a passion about something. And if your passion and their passion don't match up, then it may not be that type of who you want to be. Like you're saying, who you want to hang out with or whatever else, right? Their passion may be, hey, you may be slinging shit, right? But your passion may be, hey, I want to do things best. I want to encourage and drive my family. I want to lift my family and guide them in the right direction and be passionate about that. But and I think that's where a lot of people also. I think that's where the world in general is just disconnected. Is that so many people want to judge on what's right and what's wrong, and not just live their life and be passionate about what they do. Right? Don't get me wrong. In with politics and things like that, there's a lot of things that will drive you nuts on what other people will say and what other people do, but you can't let that affect your life, man. Because if it starts affecting your life, it's going to start affecting your passion and your purpose in life. You got to stick to what you're passionate about and what your purpose in life is to make sure you're going the right direction. That's going to make you even more happier than anything else in the world.
facts. So Sean Connor said, "What's up, boss man? Good seeing you today. Thank you." When he was talking about his awesome name, and
Hey,
he
big,
said you're right about
hey, Big
something.
Sarge.
What up?
Big Sarge. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
How you
what he
good?
means by so my homeboy Sean here, he doesn't work for Home Depot anymore, man.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, he wants some bigger and better things, man. Like he went the route he had to better uh his better purpose in life, I would say, right? But I'm gonna let you know this much: this guy still cares about his family outside of his family, like as in Home Depot. Like this dude went outside and went out and bought the whole entire store, all food today, because he came back
Nice.
because dude, didn't have to, bro. Yeah, and man, the dude has a big heart, man. Dude is phenomenal. Just want to
Yeah.
touch on that before you go to
That's
anything
good
else.
shit, man. If I didn't already ask this, or I know I said this, but for those that I miss, who name that I don't see, that's okay with me. But I want to say thank you for right where you may be, sitting on your couch or on your phone, tuning in to Speak Grunt, getting your laugh and your funny bone on, or you just like, what the hell are they talking about today? We want to say thank you anyway for tuning in and having fun with us and dropping down in the comment too. But it's something else that we need you to do. We need you to share this video. We need you to keep commenting down below. We need you to go to the YouTube channel and subscribe so it'll grow. As I say on my other page, I need you to share with 7 friends and share and 7 strangers too. Because that's what we're going to do. We got to build up the whole platoon so we can actually get through. In 2022, we're going to blow this thing up. That's what we got to do. So we need y'all to share that. I really want to say thank you. We appreciate all y'all do for tuning in, dealing with our madness, the up and down and the going around. We really want to say thank you, man. Hey, fun fact or funny thing that I seen since we've been on break. I think earlier today you were talking about eating up all the food so no food go to waste, and those starving kids in other parts of the world, they ain't getting the food off your plate. I seen a video that blew my mind one day, right?
Oh
So you know
Lord,
how America shows these commercials about feeding starving kids in Africa, China, Thailand, whatever, for 30 cents or so a kid?
yeah, yeah.
No bullshit. I seen a commercial that's ran in Germany that said you can support a homeless American kid for 40 cents a day.
Yeah. We balling. Hey, we ain't 3 cents here, dog. We balling over here. You gotta make sure you
Not,
finish that prime
it just
ramen noodles. That's that
it
prime ramen
just
noodles.
blew
You
my
can't.
It just blew my mind, man, because we so used to seeing that for other countries and other commercials. And when I seen that they was running that in another country, like American kids, you can help a needy American kid for like 40 cents a day. I was like, no freaking way. Are they serious? Like, no freaking way. Blew
Are
my
they trying to
mind,
bash
man.
on? Are they trying to bash on us, or are they just really feeling bad for us, so the
That's what I
situation that we're
thought.
going through?
That's what I thought.
You're
That's what I
saying?
thought. Here's the thing that we have to understand, and there's no disrespect, of course. Like, American history is American history for America. But American history ain't the same when you hear about American history in Germany. They tell a different story and they see it a different way. So it just blew my mind that I was like, the audacity, like these motherfuckers. But I mean, and don't get me wrong, it's true. We got homeless people too. We got kids that need to eat too. I mean, big time. But I didn't know somebody else was running commercials in other parts of in the
For us,
world. And
right?
then especially when
Support.
we got so many bases over there.
Hey, sponsoring the USA, bruh. Sponsoring the USA. Like, hey, these motherfuckers over here are too busy about themselves. They ain't worried about the people on their streets.
Yep, absolutely. So, man, we're talking
Oh,
about purpose and passion, and we're just talking about a little bit of R&R, rest and relaxation, and what's been going on. Go ahead, Whiskey Charlie.
hey, Big Sarge. Hey, look. So my store manager came to me today, and of course, Home Depot is all about helping out the veterans and helping out the community, right? And I'm the team. I'm the team leader, captain of the community around here for our store. So she came to me, and the Home Depot is not just our thing, and there's a lot of stipulations that fall into play. But she came to me and says, "Hey, we have a grant to give out to a non-profit organization." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Well, I think I know who I want to give it to." So every year over here in Southeast Texas, in the Beaumont area, they do a thing called the Blue Santa, which pretty
Mm-hmm.
much the police officers throughout the year collect data from their situations they have to approach on and everything else. And for the less than fortunate male, female people that they're helping that doesn't have a lot of fundings and stuff like that, they actually the police get together and buy gifts for those kids. And I thought that was and for the last 3 4 years, I've had a Home Depot. They got them to partner with them and donate the boxes and stuff like that, the Christmas lights for their decorations they do. And what they do is they get a truck with a trailer. They make it look like a big old giant sleigh. And then what they do is they get, I think it's 9 police motorcycles to look like reindeers to go in front of it. And they get a Santa Claus that's dressed up in a blue Santa Claus suit. And they go around to each one of those individuals that had a hard hardship or whatever else, and they go out and they give them presents. So they go out there and
Go
give
ahead.
these people presents. So I heard about all that situation. So they said, hey, you got some fundings. They said you got some fundings that you had to give out. And I was like, you know what? I reached out to the actual police officers today and
Thank you.
partner with them. And so tomorrow I'll be Home Depot. I won't be I won't be for damn sure, but Home Depot in general because I don't have the fundings, not just trying to be rude or anything, but Home Depot will be donating money to that cause tomorrow, even more money, not just the money that we spend on the boxes and everything else, but money to actually add to the gifts to the kids out there and the people that are less than unfortunate. So, man, I tell you what, it's great to work for a company that actually looks out for the community and for our
That's
veterans out there.
That's dope. That's dope. And you know what I'm about to say in my selfish ass plug in the Big Sarge Speak Grunt way? I talked about this before, and that just gave me an idea because the whole plan for Speak Grunt is to turn this into a nonprofit to help veterans. So now my next thing is how do we get Home Depot to cut us that check? And then we set a date to make sure we turn this really into a nonprofit the right way. And then we put things in place and figure out some veterans we can help one day. And maybe we can get Home Depot to cut that check to Speak Grunt and we can go out and help some veterans. Maybe it be a few World War II veterans, Vietnam veterans, like y'all build steps and porches and things like that. And maybe it's not next year. Maybe it's in 3 years. Maybe it's in 5 years. But I'm putting that shit out here right now in the air. One day we'll get the check from Home Depot and be able to bless some veterans that way because we're going to do that thing in a nonprofit way too. You laugh. You
Oh,
go ahead and read that comment, man. I know what you're laughing at.
yeah. Man, Thomas, man. But hey, go ahead and go kick back to what you were saying. What Sean was saying. That Sean has he was dropping some things up there. He
Sean,
yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. No, you go ahead, Big Sarge. You got this.
Oh, okay. What Sean was saying, I just love serving people. 100%, man. I realize I'm a people person, but then I also understand I love serving people, but I want to make sure I serve the right people. And I don't mean this in a negative way, Sean. Don't ever stop loving serving people. Just make sure you are aware of the people that you serving, because sometimes some people can take our kindness for a weakness and continue to pull from us, and then we miss the people that really need our help. But that's good that you have a heart for helping people. I'm the same way. I love my people, and I never forget where I come from. Me either. Thomas, my main man, aka DJ Knox, who makes sure we stay on tip-top shape in the background for us, even though y'all don't see him that much. He say, "Save America for 40 cents." In my Smokey the Bear voice. Only you can help America. And then Sean say, "Let's do
No.
it." Go, Sean say, "Let's do it. I'll drop some money to help y'all." And what he's talking about is when I just mentioned of, Grunt Speak is going to be, Speak Grunt is designed to be and will be a nonprofit where we help veterans also. We're not just looking to come on here and speak and be on Facebook. No, this will be a real, what you call that shit, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, streaming podcasts where we really affect and help veterans and their families throughout the United States of America. That's the plan. I don't have the date just yet, but we definitely will get that done. What's going on, sir? And FJ, good to see you today. But we definitely will make that happen and get that done. So I'm claiming that Home Depot gonna cut the check one day that say Speak Grunt. We doing big things in some way. Sean said, has happened to me many of times, but I learned and grow from those situations. Absolutely, man. We have to always figure out how to move forward and grow. So here's the thing, man. We talked a little bit about passion, purpose, and we kind of just having fun with this. And I started writing down some questions, right? So a number of us on this platform have kids, and I don't know who has kids that maybe be in middle school, high school, or whatever you're going through. I got kid in high school and middle school. And my hat goes off, literally, my hat goes off to my Michiganders, my people in Michigan too. If y'all heard about the school shooting back in Oxford like a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, and it just blows my mind that like this shit is continuously happening like every other year or every year or so. And I kind of wanted to know how you felt about that. So I started writing down some questions. And I also was doing my research on this. And I want you to think about that. When you think about having children and you think about what's going on with these school shootings and all this stuff, and you think about the defund the police and the smash and grab robberies and all this type of shit going on. My question is this: what do you feel about retired veterans or veterans, period, being armed guards at these schools? I think that'll derail a lot of that shit that these kids are having to go through. Like, if you got a veteran standing there strapped and armed and ready to go, I don't think we're going to have some of these problems anymore.
Hey, Big Sarge, you touched on a crazy topic. I just joined a group with here locally, and I have one of my old loss preventions from Home Depot that he actually works at a school as security, and he's actually started a group similar to that. His name is Keith, and he actually started a group like that, dads versus something. But he started a group around this area, and they're going to start meetings and stuff like that, and pretty much is to help to enforce and to drive positivity with kids around the schools, because that's what he does.
So that's what we need to do. We need to, what's the name? We need to get in touch with Mr. Keith too one day, and we'll make that a topic in some way. And like I said, as veterans, seeing what we can do to really help people, family get through, because we got children at these schools. Like, just in my simple research today, and I touched on the Oxford High School shooting back in Michigan that way. And I was looking on MSN, and it was like today in North Carolina, there was a teen on the bus. The bus driver had a young man on the bus who smelled like weed, right? So he notified the authorities at the school, the security guard. He smelled like weed, so he let the people know. When they stopped and searched this kid had an AK-47 with a pistol grip going into the school
What?
in North
What?
Carolina on a
What?
school bus.
What?
Yes.
God damn.
Now, that was that was one thing that I seen, and I want you to just kind of play that in your
No.
mind. AK-47 going to school, right? Then as I
Yeah.
scrolled down a little bit further, I seen there was a 19-year-old college student arrested after threatening to carry out a mass shooting at freaking. That's bad when you can't read your own damn handwriting. Big Sarge is not in charge of his handwriting. Uh,
How many
there
drinks
was a
have you had
19 year
tonight?
old. There was a 19-year-old in Daytona, Florida, who was arrested and took looked like a submachine gun to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University and said he was going to conduct a mass shooting like that happened in Columbine.
Hey, well, hold up a second. First of all, you just mentioned Florida. It doesn't surprise me anything with Florida that you say right there with that shit. Don't get me wrong. Nothing should happen like that. But Florida is a different fucking like we. I talk about Texas being its own country. I'm gonna let you know Florida is its own country too. Being out there because those motherfuckers that they're nuts as a yeah. So yeah, I don't know if y'all listen to 106.1 in the morning on the radio, but they talk about what incidents possibly occurred in Florida. You have to guess which one happened in Florida, but I can let you know what they got some crazy shit going on over there.
Yeah. So I mean, really, like I know we talking R&R and we having fun. And drop down your comments in the chat. Thomas said, "Wow," and just like what you think about that. Like I'm shit. I'm out here in the suburbs, and you think you're safe that way, but it's happening in the suburbs in the city too. Like Whiskey Charlie, when you think about that, and your kids go to school, we send our kids to public schools to learn to hopefully get an education. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now you have to worry about not anybody just trying to have sex and do wild shit like that. Now they bringing guns and AK-47 pistols to school. Like,
Hey,
what's
yeah,
up with that?
like yeah, yeah, no, dude, everything runs through my mind right now, especially with the way that the U.S. is shifting with shit. Especially again, like we kind of like touched base on earlier with the neutral gender type stuff, and hey, I'm a female, but I'm really a male type deal situation going on. But it's all about how you coach or how you train your kids. You've got to get them mentally prepared. It's like a basic training for them, right? Life is like a
Mm-hmm.
basic training for them. So you've got to get them prepared. So how are you preparing? How are you preparing them as a basic training to get through life and to get through the right situations and how to approach situations? Because basic training, we were trained on all different types of styles of certain situations that we were going to possibly uh, see. So how are you training, or how are you developing, or getting your kids ready for, hey, with all these different situations going on? You can say what you want to about, hey, it's not going to happen in the USA, but you might as well prepare their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Get them prepare their mind for stuff, because you don't know what the hell's going to go on. But if they're prepared, at least they can react. If you're not prepared, you're not going to be able to react to the situations that need to happen, right? Again, and also with what you're saying right there, right? That kid or that individual that pretty much said, "Hey, I smell pot," and pointed that kid out, right? It's all about paying attention to detail. I always tell my wife and my daughters about whenever we drive somewhere, and they're like, "How do you remember going somewhere, just going there once and be able to make it there and back without navigation or anything else like that?" It's
Mm-hmm.
always, remember, in the military, they always tell you, pay attention to the details in and around you, right?
That's
You're
right.
paying attention to the left and the right of you. You're paying attention to, hey, there was a dead dog there yesterday, or there wasn't no dead dog there yesterday, but there's a dead dog there today. Hey, that should be red flag right there, right there,
Mm-hmm.
red flag. I should pay attention to that shit, right? Somebody's attitude adjusts and everything else. Hey, one day they're happy, next day they're acting differently, right? So that should, hey, red flag right there. That's the things that I think that that the military has actually helped me a lot with. Is I pay attention to people's attitudes, to people, the way how they, to how they react to different things. And like, and I literally at work, I'll pull people off to the side. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, tell me what's going on. You know what? Go ahead and take the rest of the day off, or hey, go take an extra break. Let me take care of this situation. Take
Yeah.
yourself out of this. bro. Let me take care of the situation for you.
And I get that, 2 tours in Iraq, twice over in Egypt, 15-year good career, firefights, IEDs. I don't even talk to my kids about, active shooters and mass shootings at school because, like you said, I know it can happen, but I never thought it would happen. Like, you don't think that that's going to happen until it happens. And it's like, wow. I tell my son in so many words in the simplest form, like, yo, this ain't Call of Duty. Like, I played Call of Duty in real life, and I took him to play airsoft with me and Z.
Zuniga, Z.
Yeah, I took him to play airsoft with me and Z a couple months back, and well, we got invited out to play, and we went to play, and he understood it
I
was
bet you
different.
got your ass spanked. I bet Z spanked that ass, didn't he?
No, we
Or
was
you're on
on
the same
teams,
team?
bro. You know how we
Okay.
roll. We whooped ass together. You know how we roll. We whooped ass together. Shout
Hey,
out to
if we
Z.
playing this, hey, if we playing this Call of Duty style, I'm going balls a blazing, bro.
Hey man, shout out to Z, Sal, and all the guys over there at Third Coast Airsoft. If you ever getting into airsoft and you looking to have a great time and realistic missions and ran by real army guys who actually had boots on the ground, some are still serving. If you into that and you want to give your kids some hands-on trigger time without actually killing someone, and to get the real feel of getting hit with these pellets and things like that, airsoft will definitely help, because these
Hey,
weapons that we had look like the real thing, and they got the real weight and everything, and they're
hey,
accurate.
Big Sarge. Hey, Big Sarge. I'm gonna fuck some kids out. I'm getting OC spray, bro. I'm about to get OC spray out, bro. What's up? I'm about to spray
But
them motherfucking asses.
so
Riot control,
let's see.
shit.
Let me what's the name? Let me jump into this comment real quick from Sergeant FJ, going back into the vets protecting the school that way. He said vets protection at the school question. That is a hot topic. Maybe you can bring that up with the local VFW post board panel. They might have some answers on getting that started. They might have something in place for that topic. Will do. Definitely look into that. I have to be honest and say I have not been to a VFW post, but I did go check out a
I went
veteran
there and
center.
drank a couple times.
I did check out a veteran resource center that's not too far from me, that I'm going to start volunteering at as I continue to free up some more time. But definitely getting involved in that. And that's definitely something I'll look into. And then maybe it's something that we can start too, But
Hey,
it's
look, hey,
important,
Big
man. We
Sarge.
got to protect our kids.
Hey, Big Sarge. Hey, look, check it out. You know what's crazy though? You sat there talking about the VFWs. He was sitting there talking about it. I know that's one of the things that Home Depot does though too, is go out and volunteer to clean up, like pressure wash and do guess vamp the outside of a lot of the VFWs in around the area. So if you live around the area and your VFW is down and out, just partner with your Home Depot around the area, and I tell you what, they will send volunteers out there most likely if you partner with them at the right time, and they'll come out there and help clean up the VFWs in around your areas, like pressure wash, help do some little makeover on the outside and everything else, and make sure everything's looking good. And again, Home Depot is about taking care of their veterans, so man, to reach out to one of your local Home Depots, and I bet they'll come out there and help you out with that.
Nice. That's definitely something we have to tap into, and I'm gonna make sure I write that down. Check with the the VFW, because now, like I said, I know easily last Memorial's Day was the 1 year anniversary, because I started this in 2020 during COVID. So it was a 1 year anniversary, and next year we're gonna be hitting 2 years, and it's gonna be really time to start pushing this thing in a different way, to getting it more professional and help those people like we say we want to do. So I will definitely check into the VFW too, because it's got to be something that can be done and should be done, so somebody can have a little peace when their kids go to school, because we really need to get into what these kids are going through. Like, we went through bullying and all that shit, and we went through shooting games and all those things too, but we wasn't looking to go shoot up no schools. Like a good old fist fight, get your ass whooped, get kicked, and you go get your friends, and maybe a bunch of y'all fight. But something is happening now that just ain't right, man. And I don't want to be the old crusty Sarge, old Iraqi veteran that's up at the school whooping some kids' ass you know, for what they're attempting to do. But we have to do something to keep our kids safe, man. So it just kind of blew my mind that it's becoming such a common thing that it continues happening and nothing is being done. We still talking about defunding the police. And as I speak on defunding police, rolling kind of like into my next topic, my not even next topic, and we can continue to come back to this, but my next question, I watched a video with the his name is James McBride. So Mr. James McBride is the head of the LAPD union, right? And Mr. McBride said on a recorded video that made national news, because I'm here in Texas and he's in LA, he literally said that he does not advise tourists to come to LA because with all the crimes and the murders they're having, they don't know that they can accurately protect them in that way. With all the smash and grabs that's going on and the home invasions and things like that, it's like, what?
Oh yeah, I've seen that shit, bro. There's a lot of places like Walgreens and places like retail places are shutting down over there because of the factor that it's not. Well, I don't say a felony, but it's they're not really charging people for fucking theft. So hell, might as well just, hey, if you want to steal from us, go right the fuck ahead. Like, what the fuck? Why you think the fucking prices shit's going up? Is because everything's getting fucking backdoored at the backside.
That, and besides, we got all these damn shipping containers sitting out off the port in Inglewood. Ooh, excuse me, in Inglewood.
Hey,
But that's a whole nother story. So
hey, that's why they're coming to Texas now, baby. Texas, greatest
yeah,
country in the world, baby.
you come to Texas, it ain't gonna be no smash and grabs over here. You're gonna get your face smashed in probably, and nobody gonna be grabbing your dead carcass up off the ground.
Grabbing your ball.
Ain't gonna be none of that. So this is a whole different world. But when you think about that, literally, you have a state. You know, you have a major metropolitan city where the head of the police union is telling tourists, we don't know if we can accurately protect you. So don't really come here because it might not be safe for you. It's like, wow, what is this world coming to, bro? What is this world coming to? Sean, he said, where's the airsoft place at? Okay, so Third Coast Airsoft does not have a building per se that they operate out of. They do several missions at different locations from North Carolina to Fort Hood to Vicksburg, Mississippi, I think Atlanta. They do events at other locations, but where I did the event at is at Texas Paintball. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll reach out to my guys and ask about this, I will reach out to Coach and Sal and them, the guys that run it, and ask about this. But I believe they said they were going to start doing an airsoft event every month at Texas Paintball, which is right here in Jonestown, Texas, for lack of better, for to give you an understanding, Austin. So it's right outside of Austin, Texas, in a little town called Jonestown, at Texas Paintball. Texas Paintball, from what I've been told, is they have a airsoft event once a month. So you can probably hit their website and check that out. And Texas Paintball, if you have never been, their airsoft course and their paintball course is freaking amazing. They have 2-story, 3-story buildings. They have old tanks. They have old helicopters. They have boats. It's a freaking river because me and Z was running through it as we was playing Capture the Flag. Like, they have a river. They have tunnels. They have bunkers. They have a whole, they have everything that you need to practice real world scenario training. So Texas Paintball is in Jonestown, Texas. If you Google it, it'll come right up. And I'm pretty sure you can, Texas Paintball is off of, it's over here off of 1431 down the street from me. It's like 10 minutes from my house. Not off of 71, unless they have a second location. I don't know. But this Texas Paintball is off of 14.
Now that I know grid coordinates to your house, I'm about to come up that way.
Hey, come on over here, man. It's okay. I ain't disappointed. It'll be all right. I'll be right here.
hey, that ain't the first time I heard that.
Yeah.
I ain't disappointed.
18300 Medina Vista Lane, Jonestown, Texas. Hey, there you go. Shout out to Enoch. Shout out to Thomas for dropping it down in the chat. So you can go check that out if you into, getting a little bit of trigger time in and getting, knocking some dust off. It's pretty good. Sergeant FJ says these teachers, staff, and kids need active shooter training, blockade drills, and hands-on training at least twice a year. I 100% agree. Teachers, yes and no. I think it would be great if we had former vets, former police officers to be there with them, because we all know how it go. You go to Iraq and you've been training for this, and when a bullet started to fly, the dude that was supposed to be the toughest nails sometimes shit himself before he started squeezing off shells. So I would hate to put a teacher in that situation that's supposed to be protecting our kids, and they panic and they miss and they hit one of the kids. But they do need training too. They do need blockade training and things like that. They do need blockade training and things like that, and something to make these kids feel safe, because school is supposed to be a place where they feel safe, where they can go and be okay. The worst thing you got to do is deal with your peers.
Hey, Big Sarge, biggest way to figure it out is just teach them how to use a grenade, man. They come in and run with a gun. The teacher comes with a grenade and just pulls a pin. Hey, they running, dog. You ain't fucking around. Like, hey, you got a gun. It's like coming a knife with a gunfight. Hey, I have a knife and you have a gun. I lose that match most of the time. But you come with a grenade, they come with a gun. Hey, bitch, like, go ahead. Find out who the fuck you were fucking with. Fuck around and find out. Like, yeah.
It depends on who has the gun too. Because I remember we've done some training in the military when somebody has a knife and you got a gun and they approach you. Most people, and I don't remember the percentage, but let's just say it was 50-50, and that's a great number. I have a knife, you have a gun, and I think the distance was like 6 to 8 feet. And most of the time, the person with the knife was able to close and stab before the fucker was able to draw his weapon and fire.
The reason why is because the pussy that had the fucking gun was too afraid to fucking shoot the son of a bitch.
And I get that, but I'm saying, okay, here, check this out.
Check this out. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. Hey, he's got a fucking knife. I have a gun. I'm winning this battle. Like, bitch, look, you step one step closer. Hey, it's a military type mindset, right? Hey, overseas, when they got within 50 feet of you, you shot their fucking asses. Hey, you have a marker on the floor. Hey, you pass this line, bitch, you about to fuck around and find the fuck out, because I'm about to fucking blast your ass.
What grade is your daughter in?
Kindergarten.
You know what her teacher looks like?
Yes.
Do you trust her teacher? If you had the knife and her teacher had the gun, do you believe that you could close the distance and stab her teacher before she could shoot you?
That's a good question. Right, look, hold up now. Her teacher, most likely, yes. The only reason why I say that is because her husband is a police officer. So cool. I respect that. Yes.
Now, we're talking she about probably knows.
Yeah.
We're talking one about out of how many teachers are in that school that you think could perform that same task?
Hey, look, all it takes is one, baby. All it takes. I'm about to come up in this bitch.
That's true, and I get that, and I understand what you're saying. But here's what I know: being in Iraq and watching soldiers who've had trained for years freeze up behind the gun. Like, people say what they will do, and I've seen people freeze up. Like, I've seen people freeze up in combat who was trained for this shit. So I'm not putting my trust in the hands of a teacher. If you ain't been at the range shooting all the time and you ain't killed some stuff, I don't know if I'm gonna put my hands in and trust you. And I'm definitely ain't, as much as I would love to give you the grenade, I don't want to give you that. You might drop the damn grenade and blow all the kids up. There's spaghetti all over the
place. Look, I definitely feel you on that, because I remember, I think it was maybe you or somebody was always telling me, like, especially if you're first time over, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go over and do this. I remember the first thing I ever said with me on the plane, that 24-hour plane flight was told to me. People were talking all this shit about what they're going to do when they go over there. You don't know what the hell you're going to do in any type of situation, right? But it's always best to train yourself for those situations at the worst type of situation, right? But at the same time, you don't know what the hell you're going to do. But most of the time, 90% of the time, you're either going to shit or piss yourself, if not both, when the situation goes down. But
Yep.
prepare yourself for the worst, and then whenever it comes to a lot less than that, then it's a lot easier when it comes around to those extra situations.
Yeah,
But
sure. And
you can never
I know,
you can never be overtrained on
yeah,
situations like that.
no way. I know we're talking, questions and hypotheticals, and we're having a conversation, and it's a real conversation that needs to be had, and it's something that needs to be looked into. And I hopefully none of my friends or anyone I'm close to ever experience anything like that. I hate for the people that have to experience that, but this is a real serious situation and a hot topic that who would have ever thought we would have to discuss. And to put that pressure on teachers who's there to just teach our children, and they have to deal with children that come from all different backgrounds and walks of life, to have to make a decision to take someone's life. Like, I think that's difficult, especially when the kid is a student at the school who pull out a gun too. Like, that's a difficult situation. But it was just a question. So kind of rolling right along as we have fun with this. And again, feel free to come back to any of this. We talked about smash and grab robberies. We talked about defunding police. We talked about what's going on in the school shootings too. And to kind of go on a different note, and I know you had your Thanksgiving holiday and how that was for you. Did anybody get any good Black Friday sales? Did anybody go out and buy some shit that they was looking to have or didn't need just because it was a good sale, or Cyber Mondays? Well, I didn't do any of that either. You saying that because you work in retail, and Home Depot is probably going fucking crazy.
I know, but on the real though, the only thing that I could say that positive that came out of COVID with Black Friday is everybody shops online. Usually, I could tell you this much: there's usually about anywhere from, I would say, 100 to 150 people lined up outside the store at 5 o'clock in the morning. This year, I there was no such thing as a line. There was no
Wow.
line. There was like maybe
Nice.
two people standing outside waiting for something, but outside that, the deals, and that's the thing is with retail, is the deals stretched out so far that it was just like online that you're like, okay, well, I can wait for that shit. I can just sit at home and fucking drink me a couple cold ones and order this shit right online.
Yeah, definitely. That's what everything is moving to online. Cyber Mondays and
Yep.
Thursdays and all type of other things. So I didn't get any good deals on Black
Hey.
Friday. Hell, to be honest, I've only shopped on Black Friday once in my life, and I'm like, I'm black every Friday that I shop, so it don't really matter. It don't make me.
Hey, look. You can't. Hey, okay. With you bringing that up, can any of our fellow watchers tell me, tell me why they call it Black Friday?
I do not. Oh, because isn't that has something to do with the stores having to clear out all their numbers to get it from the red to the black, to go from a negative to a positive or something like that?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty much is any
Hey,
store that is definitely running into the negative and the red, and their numbers for pretty much get before the end of the year type numbers. That's why they
I
make
be
make such great deals.
don't ask me why I be hearing a bunch of useless fucking information stored in my brain that I don't need to know. But yeah, I know they looking to go from the red into the black to make the numbers match up, so they call it Black Friday. It's not a race thing. That was just a little
No?
joke for me, But yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
we were talking about this earlier, and Thomas said Pamela came to see him for Black Friday, so it was a good time.
Oh fuck.
Did she give you the lube for free, or was it a dry representation you had to see?
God damn it,
Oh.
Thomas.
So look, are you done with I talked earlier today about, I did something that I don't normally do. I threw up the Christmas tree early this week, and my wife was proud of me. I think she's still ready to faint. I had Christmas music playing today and was singing. She probably think I'm losing my mind that I don't have, but that's okay. Are you ready for the holiday season? Are you
Are you
ready?
prepping? When did you start prepping? Because I'm gonna let you know this much. Usually my wife at like maybe second, third week of November, she is prepping already. She's already getting things up. This year, of course, I get excited now having kids. I think having younger kids get me more excited about doing it
Nice.
because seeing their faces and stuff like that about knowing what's coming around. But the thing is how do you celebrate that? Like, I'm gonna let you know what works out. My wife, I guess, I don't know where she learned it from, whatever else, but getting one gift from Santa, one gift from Santa. Everything else is given from this guy and my wife, right?
Absolutely.
Because letting them understand that mom and daddy works twice as hard as Santa, but Santa's still going to get you that one gift that you want. You gotta ask one gift from Santa,
Hey,
and
Santa stopped getting love in my house from me a long time ago. I think I broke my little girl heart. Like Santa Claus ain't real. I am Santa Claus. And besides, no fat white man or flat black man can fit down our damn chimney. So daddy is the one
hey,
getting his
hey,
money for that
ma'am.
Christmas.
Hey, look, I can't remember the age exactly, but I remember my mom telling us there's no such thing as Santa and gave us $100 bill. And all I know we were young at the time, so we were excited. We were always like, "Fuck it, like we're going about to spend this $100 bill right now."
Yeah.
Like my youngest brother, he went out and bought $100 worth of fucking candy.
Nice. I did put Chris I did put Christmas decorations up this year though.
I'll
Like I
check you out, Big
literally
Sarge.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you what I did. I went into the garage, I grabbed the Christmas tree, and then I grabbed the red bag that I had hanging up. I walked to my front door, I opened the front door, I hung the wreath on the door, I closed it, and I was done. Merry Christmas.
Hey, hey, Big Sarge, you want to hear something crazy, man? Look, I can't tell you. Well, I could if I can get on. If it wasn't on the phone that I was working on right now, but Home Depot over, especially where I'm at, the Southeast Texas part of Texas. But this town, of course, COVID happened last year, right? Restricted a whole lot of things.
Mhm.
The year before that, this area got hit by a hurricane. The year before that, this area got hit by a hurricane. The year before that, this place got hit by a hurricane. So we're going on almost like 4 or 5 years with fucking hurricanes. This is the first year, and right now, if y'all can hear it, I'm knocking on motherfucking wood. This year, we did not get affected by one. So
Nice.
everybody was able to go out there and actually, instead of spending money on repairing their house, yeah, to spending money on holiday season type stuff.
Mhm.
Instead of going out and buying their significant other or their kids whatever a $5 gift, to spending actually a little bit more. We are already sold out of pretty much everything Christmas as of last week. You can't go into
Wow.
our store and find anything. And I'm gonna let you know this much: Home Depot has probably one of the biggest. So you go to Walmart, what do they have? A lane, one aisle that's full of Christmas light, aisle full of Christmas lights, and this,
Yeah,
that, and the other.
maybe an hour
You
or
go to
two.
Home, yeah, you go to Home Depot. They got like uh, 6 or 7 like bays that are just lights, and then they
Yeah.
have 3 or 4 bays of just like blown up stuff. So it's real big with Home Depot to help out the community with like figuring out that piece. But outside that, like it really is. It's crazy to me. This is the first year that we have sold out a live Christmas trees. Live Christmas trees. Like we're not getting anywhere after this week. We're still like what? Today's what the
Ninth.
day
We still
is?
got like 16
Ninth.
days.
16 days. We don't have any more live Christmas trees coming in.
That's
Live
crazy.
Christmas trees. Live Christmas trees. Like preparing yourself. Like, hey, pants are down right now, and you're catching me.
Hey man, if
I'm
if you
showing it. I'm showing it. It's all right. It's maybe small, but you're getting it.
if you're not able to if you're not able to get a live Christmas tree, there's something wrong with you because I ride by roads with their Christmas trees at all the time. You just need a saw, a flashlight, go out there at nighttime. You'll be
Hey neighbor. Hey, I don't
I
know
bet
what
you
happened to
Home
your tree,
Depot
but I got
hasn't
the
ran
same
out of
one in my
saws
house.
yet.
Nope.
I know,
We got
I
plenty of
know Home
saws there.
Depot still got saws.
Hey, we definitely got those. We definitely got those, man.
Let's
Definitely
see.
got those.
Thomas says you gotta take some pics of your decorations and post them for all to see. I'm ready for Christmas to be over. Bring on the new year. Absolutely, man. No live Christmas trees because they don't have the stock. The stock. I don't. What's
Hey,
the stock
what
for a
what's the
live Christmas?
stocks is like it's how much they have in stock, like where they're getting it from. Like I'm gonna
Oh
let you
man,
know this much. Hey, look,
listen,
I'm gonna
if
let
you
you know
come
this
to
much.
Austin,
Like, look, Big Sarge, I know what you're about to touch on, right? You can cut down any tree in the yard, but if you're going to like around this area, literally, there's no other than your big retail boxes like Lowe's, Home Depot, and there may be one other area that you'll be able to get live trees. Outside that, there's a lot of people that don't have it. But Home Depot gets their trees from Canada,
oh wow.
from motherfucking Canada.
Hey man,
Look,
if
I
you
found
need
a dead squirrel with ice on the like we have to live unload these trees. And when I say live unload these trees, we have to literally unload them for the backside of a truck at times. And there's still ice on it, so from where they ship it from. And then we found a dead squirrel inside a tree. Like
holy
what
crap,
the
that's
fuck?
crazy.
Like,
Hey
hey,
man,
here's your decoration.
hey, if we're not able to protect the schools and you got a pickup truck too, and you got a few screws loose up top like I do, you wanna do a mission, we can make some extra money. I know a
Hey,
road in Austin where we can go out at nighttime and we can probably go out to, Houston by Whiskey Charlie
hey.
Beaumont, get paid with some Christmas trees on the back of the truck. Hey,
I got the
they
truck
doing
and I got a
smash and
chainsaw,
grab.
bro. Let's do this.
They doing smash and grabs. We can do a saw and dash.
Yeah, hey man, we do some shrubs. You want a shrub tree? Yo, just let us know. Hey, just give us a day and
You
time,
can get a
man.
Texas tree. We can get you a cactus tree.
I,
We can get
I'll be
you.
look. We'll be lurking them out, man. Hey, call up my boy Big Sarge over there. I'm like, hey, we need a cactus. They want a cactus.
Hey, there we go. We just get it live and fresh. Tom man say, all right, rest in peace, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
No, oh no,
Hey,
look at the
so here's
chipmunks
my
like
here's
this.
my next question. So for us, um, and I know we're a little bit early, but who cares? Christmas, it's like we said, 16 days away. Do you have any Christmas traditions that you and your family partake in every year? So for example, my wife has started something years ago where Christmas Eve we always go out because Big Sarge don't do no decorating. So we go out and we drive around and look at other people's shit like a good black folk we are. And we look at things like so
Hey,
every Christmas Eve we go out, we hit certain neighborhoods, and there's some neighborhoods where I'm talking about the whole entire neighborhood, every house on the block is lit up. It's things strung all across the top of the streets. They got music, they got cocoa. Like, so we go out every Christmas Eve and we look at Christmas lights. And then on Christmas Day, we usually all hang around the house in our pajamas, mainly a onesie. I think a couple years back I had a Deadpool onesie or something like that. Last year we might have did regular pajamas. So, is it any Christmas traditions that you and your family like to do, and is it something that you're looking forward to, whether new or old, or something you're looking getting rid of?
hey, look, Big Sarge. Hey, look. We usually Christmas Eve. We usually spend a time with my wife's family. We do a little tradition where we do the old, hey, each kid draws a kid's name type deal, and they get to get each other a gift, and we kind of do a little small gift with between each other, or whatever else. But and then Christmas Day, we go and actually we of course we do our thing here, and then we go and spend time with my side of the family, or of course the closest one to us is my dad. So
Nice.
we go out there and do some things for my dad and stuff like that. So now the whole like go out and see lights. I think that's going to be probably this week or next weekend type deal. Whenever I have the time off, and we'll go out and drive the neighborhoods, like you said. Go peek out other people's stuff. But we used to go. I don't know if you ever heard of it. That over in College Station, they have a Santa's Wonderland.
Mm.
Santa's Wonderland, bro. And I'm gonna let you know this much: when we first started going to it, it was smooth, it was easy, everything else. But that place is now like a nation, like United States known wide place to go.
Mm.
If you live in Texas, you've got to go visit it, bro. Like if you
See,
live in
I'm in
Texas
Austin.
and you love if you live in Texas and you love Texas, you gotta go visit, man. Like Santa Claus wearing a cowboy hat. They got fireplaces where you can go and do marshmallows and watch fucking movies. They've
Oh,
got snow.
You
They got
coming
snow
in broken.
globes.
You coming in broken and distorted. I got to turn you down because Miss Smith is in the other room and she can hear this shit that you saying, Whiskey Charlie. So if you see
Hey,
me driving to College Station, I'm gonna make a detour to your house to punch you right in the baby maker because I have to go to College Station.
hey, tell Miss Smith I said, "What's up, girl?"
She said, "Hey, what's happening?"
I miss her.
Uh,
I haven't seen her in a while. She needs to
yeah,
peek
I
in on the
know.
video every now and then.
Expression sessions will be coming back real soon. Real soon. Sean said, me and my cousin get drunk and then fight each other. On the other hand, me and my wife and kids eat deer for Christmas. Nice. That's pretty cool. Now,
Yeah.
is it a good old fight club fight, or is it just get drunk and lay in jello and wrestle around fight? Which type of fight is it?
Hey, this
Nah,
is
that's
Man Love
cool.
Thursday.
Eating deer for Christmas. I think every year on the holiday, I don't do turkey or ham or Cornish hens. I look to do something different. I did do a small turkey for Thanksgiving, then I barbecued 2 slabs of ribs. So for Christmas,
I
I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. I might do some type of seafood or something like that, but that's pretty cool. Now, do you shoot the deer? Do you kill the deer before you eat it? Do you kill that deer? I think I'm gonna do a
look,
turducken. That might be a good idea.
look. What I like, you were talking about earlier, like New Year's coming around. Everybody's like, Christmas, and then they go excited about New Year's. But what I'm excited about is around the late February, late March time season for crawfish season, baby. I'm
Oh,
excited
that's
about
my wife.
crawfish season.
Yeah,
Let's do it, baby.
my wife all about the crawfish. My
Oh, I
wife is
love it.
all about the crawfish, so that's pretty cool,
Oh,
man.
oh
That's
yeah,
pretty
man.
cool. Let's see. Sean says the Jello fight. Laugh out loud. He says my father-in-law hunts and kills it. Turducken is delicious. Turducken is delicious. That's pretty cool that your
What the
father-in-law
fuck is
killed.
turducken?
Huh?
What the fuck is turducken?
Turducken is a fucking a chicken, a duck stuffed in the chicken or turkey or some shit like that. It's like, yeah,
That sounds like a fucking
it's like
Pakistani fucking shit going on in
I think
there.
it's like a new. I think it's a Louisiana thing. I think it's a
Is it?
Cajun thing.
Okay.
You can correct me in there, Sean. I just seen it at the little Bayou store by my house, turducken or something like that. I think it's a duck stuffed inside a chicken or some shit. Turkey, chicken, and duck all wrapped together. Now,
Holy
somebody had
shit.
to be high as shit to wrap a turkey, a chicken, and a duck all together.
I know what we're doing here today. Well, I want turkey. Well, I want duck, and I want chicken. Hey, you know what? You know what that is, Big Sarge? That's 3 different wives are going on right there. 3 different wives going. You know what? I want chicken. No, I want turkey. I want duck. Okay, you know what, bitch? You know what, ladies? You're getting it all of it. You're getting
Just
salami
wrap
and
it all
sausage.
together. Put a
You're getting
rubber band
sausage
around.
with your shit too. It may not be big, but you're getting sausage.
Yep, that's what it is. Turkey, chicken, and duck stuffed inside each other.
So then you got to go out. That's gotta be difficult. Then you gotta find a fucking each one of them that's gonna be smaller than the other. The stuff inside of each other, right?
Yes,
You
so yeah,
literally stuffing inside of each other.
yeah. I'm telling you, if you go into like a Creole store or something like that out there where you at, they'll have it. Turducken, whatever, however you pronounce it. Yep. It looks pretty interesting. It's a store around the block from my house that have it. HEB has some sometimes, I think.
Hey, you know what? You said HEB. You know what I always stand for? You know what I always thought when I first moved to Texas? I thought it stand for Hispanics eat burritos.
Where the hell did you get that from?
So look, you know what else trips me out? Like, bro, my brother, he's like literally like 50% white, 50% Hispanic, right? He told me, he goes, when you first when that's this is when I first moved to Texas, he goes, you know how you can tell legal from illegal? He goes, legal Hispanics will rock their flag on any t-shirt, any flag that they rock out, right? He goes, illegals will rock out their American collars like it's no other. He goes, we're walking around Walmart. He goes, see that guy over there wearing an American flag? that bitch is illegal. He just don't want to be noticed because of the fact that he, you know what, he's wearing American flag. Hey, he's wearing American flag.
Uh-oh, you frozen up. See what happens? You're talking about the Hispanic
Like,
people. They
how is
scared
that
us
even
now.
like? What's
There you go.
that?
You back. You back.
Okay. Now, no. What would you hear?
You were talking about the guy in Walmart, how you tell the difference, and the people that's wearing the American flag.
Yeah, yeah. So he said he pointed that out. I was like, man, I never would have even imagined, even coming down to that. But then it comes down to me also whenever he said that, and that's why also my mindset is a lot different compared to a lot of the people. You know what? Because to me, like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind people rocking their flags of whatever country they're from, whatever else. But they got to also understand that you've got to, if you came to America to get away from the situations you're from, you've got to make sure you rock the U.S. and motherfucking A above any other flag because you came to America for a reason.
I see. I don't know, man, because then that goes into that whole argument about fucking the Confederate flag versus the U.S. flag. If you in the Confederacy and you lost in war, why are you rocking the Confederate flag? You still want to represent the South because that's what the
Yeah.
Confederate flag to some people
What?
represent to them, but
Look,
to other people, it represents slavery or it represents you lost. You can't wear that flag.
hey, but at the same time, that's opinionated from anybody and everybody. To me,
But
whatever. Like, I'm not going to tell somebody that they can't rock the rebel flag. My next door neighbor does, right? But at the same time, if I would somehow, or if I would some crazy odd reason, like fly the rebel flag in my front yard, I would never fly it above the American flag. My American flag will fly above any flag that there ever will be. And that's my concept because of course who I am. That's my opinion, right? But at the same
so
time, my mindset is that if you come from another country to America to escape the bullshit that you're from, you should at least appreciate and fly the American flag and appreciate the American flag to set it a little higher than your flag, only because of the factor that you escaped from the bullshit that you had to in your country.
what's the greatest country in the world?
Texas,
Does it fly higher than the American flag or equal to?
equal to,
You fly
equal
equal
to.
to?
That's right,
Okay. I'm
equal
just
to.
picking
That's where
with
I
you, man.
fly my Texas flag.
I'm
Hey,
just
look,
pulling your
that's what
leg,
I do.
Whiskey
Hey,
Charlie.
look, hey, Texas is the greatest country in the world, baby. Fuck around and find out.
Sean said turducken gets real dry if you don't cook it right. And then he also said that's true. They do be Americaned out, talking about illegal versus legals, I guess. So that's pretty interesting. I never paid attention. I couldn't tell a difference anyway. If you here, you deserve to be here until they figure out how to get you out. That's what I say. If you were sweet enough to sneak in, then shit, you sweet enough to do what you want to do. Because until they figure out how to get rid of you or what they gonna do, that's between you and them. So it's pretty interesting to see, and I'm looking forward to this upcoming holiday. I'm looking forward to my kids is looking forward to the 2 weeks off of school. That's a whole nother thing. They getting out of school
Yep,
8 days early.
yep,
I'm like, son of a
exactly.
gun, man. They're gonna be dumb as shit. They're gonna be dumber and dumber every year. They keep letting them out of school more days. But oh well. You got to teach them at home, right? You have to teach them
Yeah,
at home to help them learn what they need to know in order to move forward. So my kids are looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not for sure we're going to take a trip just yet or what we're going to do, but I know we'll be together and I know we'll do our light thing on the 24th. So it's pretty cool, man. It's like we always say, drop down in the chat some things that you would like to talk about too. Drop down in the chat if you would like to be a guest on the show too. And I know you down in the chat, but I'm talking about actually bringing you on where you're a part of the show for the entire week. Whiskey Charlie just blew smoke and grayed himself out of the whole screen. There you go. He coming back. Maybe not. But drop down in the chat. And that's something we definitely can look into. And some things that you would like to see us talk about or discuss as we get ready to prepare for going into 2022. And then what type of goals or plans do you have for you moving into 2022? How can we help you move easier through 2022 so you can stay on the course for what you want to do? Because again, This is Grunt Speak, Speak Grunt, and we need you to speak in order to help you make it through. Because hey, we love you. We want to see you get the best out of you. Your family deserve the best of you. You've made it through all the bullshit in the military too, or you made it through civilian life every day. So we know that it's something that you have to say that can bless somebody in some way, man. So please do us that solid one day. If it's not today, you can always go on the Speak Grunt page on Facebook or on YouTube, or you can direct message either one of us. You can direct message Thomas too, and let him know, man. There's some things that you can direct message Enoch Thomas on Facebook too, and you can let him know. There's some things I want to discuss with you. So we appreciate what you do, and we a crew. We're a family, man. This is how we truly make it through, man. Whiskey Charlie, what you got before we get ready to let the people go?
Hey, Big Sarge, I think you touched pretty much on everything. Hey, I want everybody to know that if you need the support, if you need, especially around this time, if you lost someone, whether it's military related, and if not, whether it's civilian life, hey, look, if you need to reach out to somebody, hey, don't be part of that 22. We want to start dropping that number. So reach out to us. Big Sarge is over here. Of course, me, Whiskey Charlie here. So reach out to us, and if you need to talk, if you anytime, any time of day or night, just reach out to us, and we're here to support you. Just like y'all supported us, doing y'all's part. Whether you're before or after us, you're still doing your part. So keep that in mind, especially around the holiday season. I know it's pretty rough, so give us a shout. Like, hey, I'd love to be able to talk to you and talk to you about anything, whether it's your military you want to talk about, a career that you want to talk about, or if you want to talk about civilian life. Hey, let's get together and let's talk about the good things that you got going on.
Hey man, again, thank y'all for coming through, and the people that watch the show that's not when it's live, we appreciate you too, because I go back and I look at the numbers, and people are still watching the shows even after we off, and they catch it later in the week. So we appreciate that. And again, please don't forget to go to the YouTube channel at Speak Grunt and click that subscribe button, click that bell so you'll know when we posted our new videos. My beautiful, lovely wife, Miss Smith, she makes sure it flow. It'll be up on Sunday. Every Sunday is what we do, but we bring it to you on Thursday because you special too. You get the live view, but everybody else, they got to go back and watch the replay on Sunday. But we thank you. And if you want to go back and watch it again, do that too. Watch it several times. Watch it 100 times so we can get up the views. And then YouTube can send us a check too, because that's what they're eventually going to have to do.
Hey,
We
Big
gonna
Sarge. Hey, before we jump off of here, I'm just gonna I want to see if we can. I want to try to see if Big Sean Connor would be willing to jump on the show here sometime soon. So,
you check.
Sean Connor
You
for
ask that
chiming
question.
in.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Hey, Sean Connor, I know that you be watching the show all the time, so I want to see if you want to chime in and bring in a topic that you'd like to speak on next time. So, for chiming in and speaking out there, speaking out like we do at Speak Grunt, like to be able to see if you want to come in and drop a topic and drop something that you would like to talk about, big brother. So just let us know what you're feeling and what you want to talk about, man. All right, well, yeah, big Sarge out here sleeping or doing whatever he does best. All right, that's what's good there, Sean. I appreciate that, man. We'd love to have you to join up with us. So definitely try to think of a topic that you'd like to talk about. Maybe next Thursday. Well, I'll be in touch with you to kind of find out if it's going to be Thursday or what day it's going to be the best for us to work all together. But we'll get this figured out and make sure that our message is getting across clear to our veterans that we're out here trying to speak to, and also to people also that like to watch our show. So not just our veterans, but also to some of those people that ain't that into that identifiers, as Big Sarge would say. And son of a bitch.
Yeah, Sean, we need you to jump on the show. Okay, let's do it, boss. Sound good. Are you putting on What in the hell? Well, they say you need makeup on when you under the bright light to get your skin tone right, so you can make sure it's evenly. Well, that's a whole nother story. Maybe you could go help Tomez out with his Palmella issue.
My nips a little hairy. I'm sorry, guys.
I see. It's been a rough time for you on this break, huh?
I,
Hey
a
man,
distraction. I had to do a distraction. Hey, look, you big sergeant here. Woo.
hey man, we really want to thank y'all for coming through. Just know that we truly appreciate you and all you do. Share the video, comment down below. Again, let us know some things that would interest you or some hot topics you might see you like to discuss too. And if you don't want to talk, that's cool too. Just drop it in a DM to me or him, and we appreciate that. This has been another episode of Grunt Speak Grunt. Well, we come through and we speak to you and you speak to us too. And that's what we do to help you to get through. If you 11B, 11 Charlie, or you just a supporter of what you see because you looking to set yourself free in some way today, we appreciate you. Tune in. Everybody in cannot and will not be a member, but trust and believe me when I tell you, we will remember you and all that you do, man. Y'all have a blessed, and wonderful day and night, and we will see y'all next week. Peace.
Yeah.
All right. Stand by now.